and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got some real quick and easy food gifts to share with you that I think you're really going to enjoy. So if you want to know how to make them, stick around. I'll show you how. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Right, Maxwell? Okay, for this first one, you're just going to line a cookie sheet with some parchment paper and set that aside. Then we're going to take a measuring cup and we're going to put 1 cup of vegetable oil. And then we're going to, next you're going to add 2 tablespoons of red pepper flakes and just stir this up really well. Next, in a large bowl, I'm going to mix 2 boxes of 11-ounce mini saltine crackers. You can use any brand you want to. Then I'm adding 2 cups of Cheez-Its crackers, and then I'm adding 1 cup of pretzels. And you don't have to put those in there if you don't want to, the Cheez-Its and the pretzels. This is good even without them. And then just mix all that up really good till it's completely mixed together. Next, you're going to add your oil mixture, and then you are going to stir this up really well. You want to make sure that each one of those crackers gets completely coated. And if you have a bigger bowl, it works a little bit easier. This is the largest bowl that I had. Next, we're going to add 3 tablespoons of ranch dressing, and that's equivalent to 1 pack. And I like to do it this way instead of mixing it in with the oil because it tends to clump up in the oil and it doesn't get dispersed as evenly as it does this way. So just kind of sprinkle it in, mix it up, and then add your next tablespoon. And then just get this completely mixed together, and then we're going to put this on our baking dish and we are going to bake it in the oven. And when you put it on your cookie sheet, you just really want to spread it out good. And then we're going to bake it in the oven at 250 degrees for 1 hour. And we are going to stir every 15 minutes until it's completely cooked. Okay, to package these, I bought these little jars from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to fill 5 of these with this. Now, you can put these in bags if you want to, or you could even put these in mason jars. But they do look really good in jars. And they fit in a jar real well because they're small. And be sure and wash and dry your jars real well too. Don't just use them straight from the Dollar Tree. Next, I'm going to take an 8 by 12 inch bag and I'm just going to put it right over my jar. Now these fit perfectly down in here, and then I'm going to take some tape and I'm going to box in the corners so that they're tucked in underneath. I'm going to put a rubber band around the top, and then I'm just going to tie a ribbon around the very top. I like to bag these because it just gives it that little extra touch. And then I got these little wreaths from Michael's, and I'm just going to slide one right over the top part. Just wrap it around there, and that's pretty much it. Look how cute that turned out. For this one, we're going to use a 9 by 9 pan, and I'm just going to put some parchment paper inside of it. Now, if you cut the corners a little bit, it fits a little bit better, but it does not have to be perfect. I'm going to use some sugar cookie mix. Now, you can get these at Dollar Tree also. I just had this one, so I'm using it. And I'm going to use 1 cup in this. And I'm going to press it down so that my cup is completely full. And just pour it into a large bowl. Next, I'm adding 3 cups of white chocolate chips. And you can buy any brand you want. I'm actually mixing brands on this one. But you need 3 cups of this. Next, you're going to take 1 full can of condensed milk and add that to your mixture. Next, we're going to take 2 tablespoons of butter and you're going to melt it in the microwave. And then we're going to add that to our mixture, and then we're going to stir this up really well. And then once you get it completely mixed up, we're going to put it in the microwave and we're going to melt it at 30-second intervals until it's smooth. Okay, once it's smooth, you're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I totally forgot to do that on mine, so make sure you add 1 teaspoon of vanilla now. And then you're going to pour this into your baking sheet, and you're going to press it down, make sure it is completely smooth, and it goes to all the corners. You want to just make sure to spend some time on this. It is starting to get thick a little bit, but it is doable pretty easy. Just make sure that you do spread this completely out. Be sure and push it into the corners also. And this will smooth out here in a minute. It will level itself out. And then we're going to take some sprinkles, and we are going to sprinkle some sprinkles onto the top to give it a little bit of decoration. And I'm just using some red and green ones. And then kind of take your hand and pat those down on top, and then put this aside in the refrigerator and let this get solid. I put mine in the refrigerator for about an hour. So it's completely set up. You can just take it out of the packaging and then you can cut it into pieces. Now this is a really rich fudge, so you want to cut it probably into some smaller pieces. And this cuts really easy with a knife. I mean, it is still pretty soft. Okay, next to package these, I just got these little boxes from Amazon. These are actually for making like soap, but these were perfect for the little fudge. And you just got to put it together. They go together pretty easily. And then I'm going to put a piece of parchment paper into the bottom of it, just a small one. And then I'm going to try to put as many of those little fudge pieces in there as I can so that when they go looking through the window, it looks pretty full. And the parchment paper just helps your box not to get stained from the fudge. And then you're just going to seal up your little boxes. And then I'm going to decorate these real quick and easy. I got these little wreaths from Michael's, and I'm just going to put one right in the center of each one of my boxes. And they have these on sale right now. If you can't find these, you can make a little wreath out of just some garland. To dress these up a little bit, I'm just going to slide these down into a 5 by 11 inch bag. I'm going to tie a ribbon right around the top part. And then that was pretty much it. This really kind of dressed them up a little bit, gave them a little bit more of the wow factor. And then I am going to cut my paper or my plastic at the top a little bit short. All right, look how cute that turned out. This next one, I'm going to line my countertop with just some parchment paper so that it does lay flat. And then I'm going to take 14 ounces of almond bark, just the white almond bark, and I'm going to melt it in the microwave at 30-second intervals until it is completely smooth. Next, I'm going to take some pretzels and I'm going to lay them out so that they are in a circle. We're making some wreaths, and you're going to use 6 for each one of these on the bottom and 6 on the top. So go ahead and lay them out, kind of space them out a little bit so you can go through these pretty quickly once you get your almond bark melted. And you can make these pretty quickly. The main part is just getting the first row set up. Just kind of try to really get it into a circle shape. And I'm doing quite a few of these. Okay, once you get this laid out, you're just going to take your almond bark and you're going to stir it up real good until it's smooth. And then I'm going to take a drinking glass. I'm going to add a piping bag, and then I'm going to fill it full with my almond bark. And then once I get it, all my almond bark put in there, so this did hold all 14 ounces, I'm just going to put a rubber band around the top to close it up. Next, I'm just going to cut the very tip off, and then I'm just going to start at the very top. I'm just going to go all the way around in a circle, putting a pretty generous amount. Now, if you're dragging it from one to another, don't worry about it. You can just kind of clean these up later. But you want to get a good, solid foundation on these, and then we're going to put pretzels on top of these to hold all this together. So this part doesn't have to be perfect. And then once you get these done, then you're going to start putting your pretzels on there. Now, the first one that I did, I mirrored what I had below. And then the next one I did, I kind of alternated them. I staggered them a little bit. So I would stagger them. This one I did differently, but when I go to the next one, you'll kind of see what I'm talking about. I kind of put it in between each one. And that way, this really made this hold together a lot better. And you have plenty of time to do this. This does not set up real fast, so you do have time to kind of take your time to really get it laid out right. And I just did 9 at a time to start with. And once you get all these completed, then you're just going to take your piping bag and you're going to go all the way around just like you did the bottom row. And you want to put a generous amount on here and then try not to bump them like I just did that one, but you can put it back together pretty easily. And then once you get all those done, then we're going to start decorating them. And then I'm just sprinkling red sprinkles on mine, and then I'm going to come back in and put some green sprinkles. And don't worry about them going everywhere, because once this dries, you can lift these up and you can save the sprinkles that fell underneath it or in the center of it. And then I'm sprinkling with a little bit bigger sprinkle in both the green and the red. And then you're going to let this set aside to dry. You don't want to move these. It's going to take about an hour for these to completely cool off before you can pick them up. To package these, I just got these little cookie boxes from Amazon. I'll give you the link for these. These were perfect size for these. And these are real simple to put together too, so you can do these pretty easily. And then just like the smaller soap boxes, I am going to line these with some parchment paper. And I'm just going to cut a little piece out just to kind of go into the center. And I'm putting 2 of these pretzels in each one of my boxes. This really kind of filled it up and brought them up taller to the top part of the window, and it made it look a little bit fuller. And these are so inexpensive to make. If you have a lot of people to make for, they will love these. To package these, I'm just going to take a red ribbon. I'm going to run it around the back, twist it in the middle, bring it right back to the front, and then I am going to tie this into a bow. If you run it underneath your ribbon like I'm doing there, this will tie up so much nicer and it'll stay so pretty. And then that was pretty much it. Look how pretty that turned out. Let me know what you think. This next one, I'm going to use some rice Chex cereal, and I'm going to use 5 cups. And then I'm going to use some Golden Graham cereal, and I'm going to use 4 cups of that. The rice Chex and the Golden Grahams really taste good together. I'm adding 1 cup of mini pretzels. And then I'm just mixing these with my hands. You just want to make sure that you get it completely mixed up together. And then I am going to divide it between 2 bowls because I didn't have enough room in here to actually mix all this together. Okay, next I'm going to add 1.5 cups of sliced almonds, and I'm going to divide this between the 2 bowls. And then I'm adding 1 cup of the Heath toffee candy. And then I'm just going to divide that between the 2 bowls. And then you're really going to mix this up good now. Okay, next I'm going to take some white almond bark, and I'm going to divide this between my 2 containers. And I'm using 20 ounces on this, so I'm putting 10 ounces in each one of my containers. Put it in the microwave, melt it, and then stir every 30 seconds until it's completely melted and smooth. Okay, next you're going to pour your mixture over your cereal, and then just take a spoon and stir this up really good. You want to make sure that it is completely coated, that none of the pieces of cereal does not have the almond bark on it. So really take some time on this, really stir it up good, make sure that it is completely mixed together. And you're going to do the same thing with the other bowl as well. And this doesn't dry real fast, so you do have plenty of time to get this mixed together. Next, you're going to line a baking sheet with some parchment paper, and you're going to pour your mixture onto here. And then once you get it poured on here, you are going to kind of smooth it out so it is in a thin layer. Just make sure you get it all on there, and then just really spread it out. And I'm putting both of my containers on 1 cookie sheet. But just really spend some time trying to really get it smoothed out. And then once we do that, we're going to put it in the refrigerator, let it set up for probably about at least 30 minutes. Once this completely cools, you're going to start breaking it into clusters. So you want to break it into not little bitty small pieces, but like cluster size. And you're going to do the whole tray this exact same way. So I'm taking these little dessert cups that I got at Home Goods, and then I'm putting them down into a bag. And then I'm going to start filling this. Now try to hold it, close to the bottom so you don't drop it on all sides of your little container. Just kind of squeeze it together. And then I am going to box the corners on the bottom so it does look a little bit neater. And then once I get it up to this point, I'm going to kind of be real careful just to make sure it doesn't fall down into the sides. And I'm going to take a rubber band to put on the top after I've twisted the top. This way it'll stay right in the center. And then I am going to cut the top down a little bit, and then I'm just going to take a red and white checked ribbon, and I'm just going to tie a ribbon right around the front part and tie it into a bow. And then I did get these little tags at Hobby Lobby, and then I just stamped them with a little rubber stamp. And that was pretty much it. These turned out so cute. Let me know what you think. And if you want to give a little bit bigger gift, you can just package a bunch of them in one of these longer cookie boxes. And these are good if you want to give people variety. I made these up for my family where I did put several of them in here. And some of these I made on my Thursday channel, and I'll give you the link for my Thursday channel as well because I did some similar treats to these this past Thursday. And then I'm just adding a ribbon around the center. I'm just going to add a tag, and that was pretty much it. This ended up really looking cute, and I'll give you the link for those boxes in the description below. I got those on Amazon. All right, look how cute that turned out, and this is really a nice gift. This next one, I'm just using a gift bag that has a window in the middle of it. And I'm using some dried oranges. I just dried these in my oven. It's real simple to do. And I'm putting these into this bag. I'm going to add a sprig of rosemary. Now, this is not an edible gift. It is food, but it's not an edible gift. We're making a stovetop potpourri. And then add a few cinnamon sticks. You can add as many as you want to. And then I'm putting in some star of anise, some cloves, and I'm using whole cloves on this. And then I'm going to add several of the just fresh cranberries. And then I'm going to seal this up, and then I'll show you how I package it too. I'm going to give you a tag to put on here as well. And these really do make great gifts, and you can make quite a few of these at one time. And then they can see all the stuff through the window. Also making another variation of this, I'm adding dried apples to this, and I did dry those in my oven as well, just like I did the oranges. I'm putting some cinnamon sticks in, and then I'm going to add a large handful of the cranberries, and then I'm adding 2 vanilla beans. And this really does smell good with the vanilla bean. And you can get pretty creative with these simmer pots. You could add things that really go good together. Just the possibilities are endless on these. Okay, I've given you the tags in the description below for both the orange and the apple potpourri. So you just download them, and I printed mine on cardstock. Then to attach these to my bag, I'm just going to take a large hole punch, and I'm going to punch my tag and my bag both at the same time. And I'm just putting one on each side. And then I'm just going to take a green and white checked ribbon and just tie it around the center and then tie it into a bow. These are pretty easy to wrap, and they turn out super cute. And you could make that a sticker form if you just wanted to stick that onto your bag instead of tie it on. All right, look how easy that is. Look how cute that turned out. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video today. I hope it gave you some inspiration. These are all really easy, budget-friendly, last-minute gifts to make. If you like these kind of videos, be sure and give me a like, subscribe, and ring that bell to be notified when I have a new video upload. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And if nobody's told you today, you're awesome. See you next time. Thanks for watching.